Hello, good afternoon. I think it's 1 minute more. If you've joined us, please make yourself visible. Say hi, say hello, so I can see you and appreciate you. We'll say hello, everyone. Hello. You can hear me, yeah? Okay. I sent you the link. Let me go to YouTube itself. Maybe I can see comments there. Let me go to settings. Nice to be here. Thank you. Welcome. Come on. I sent you the link, didn't I? I sent you the link. So while you're checking, let me just quickly check the let me check the how to queue save the data. Just need to correct it. Okay, let me see if that's showing here. Oh god, I think I'm on the wrong stream. Okay, you're here. How are you? Good afternoon. Can you hear me? I think I need to mute this here. I don't know how to do the super stickers and all that, so I think I'm just gonna leave that. Just wanna put it in my- Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me, I guess. I think because I muted it here. Can you hear me now? problem is. So let me try the mic then. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Okay. I can't hear you. I'm just trying to see if I could still correct this. I cannot hear you. The volume is high. Good afternoon. I've added you on the stream. I can see you. I can't see anyone else. I cannot hear you. I don't know what the problem is. You can hear me, and I cannot hear you guys. I'm just trying to see where the issue is coming from. Hello, hello. How are you? Can you hear me? You said you can hear me, yeah, right? I cannot hear you. I don't know. Could it be the mic? Can you hear me now? I cannot hear you. I can only see you talking. Like, God. Okay?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Wow.
I can hear you now. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Hi,
good afternoon.
Cynthia. How are you? I call
I'm
her
fine.
Cynthia. Nkechi, you're welcome. Welcome to the live stream. God bless you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. Please help us to like the video. Okay, so we don't waste time. Let's get on. Maybe we'll see people to join us as we get along. So, Nkechi Cynthia, I hope you can hear us. Please let's know from in the comment section as well. I'll also drop the link. Let me quickly just get the link so that if anyone wants to join. Copy. Okay, I'm not sure if Nkechi Cynthia, she said yes, she can hear us. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. I sent you a message on the, I think we were watching a premiere. Nkechi Cynthia, I said you should send me a message on Instagram. Please do so that I can ask the question I want to ask. Someone left a message, private message. Yeah, okay, Nkechi as well. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Let us start. Maybe we'll find people. People will join us as time goes on. I pray it's a We'll be lucky this time around as well. How are you?
Fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's start from the topic, the financial transparency. Um, in Is it beneficial in marriage? A little bit of why I ask is I have a case that I dealt with, then coupled with the recent actor that just passed on. So some people believe that parents, if as our couple needs to be transparent in their finance with their finance, but at the end of the day, we find out that sometimes one party is trying to be smart. You know what I mean by being smart. One is trying to save maybe for the raining day, while the other one.
Pending.
Hold on, please. Please give me your IG name. Oh, it's the same name for this. The same name I used for the YouTube. It's the same Gores Corner. Nkechi Sincere. Yeah. So yeah, we find out that some people, someone wants to be a bit smarter, while the other one will, if they find out, they feel cheated. Some will say, "Oh, it's because I'm saving for a rainy day." The other one is because they want to build house, or they have another family somewhere else. So it makes the financial um a part of it not being more transparent. Some are just being smart about it. Like I said, with the recent thing that happened, that's why I asked that, is it beneficial in marriage? What are your thoughts on this, please?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Cynthia.
Yeah, your namesake.
Yes, yes, yes. You
I think
know,
that's why I call her Cynthia, because this what I have here is Nkechi. So each time I see her on this chat, I'll say Cynthia. I'm sure she doesn't know who I'm talking to. Okay.
okay. Looking at our topic this afternoon, is it good to be transparent to our partner in the area of finance in the home?
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'll be talking from experience. I will be speaking from experience because I'm married. I will say know your partner. If your partner is the kind of person that doesn't like it, as in doesn't want you to grow more than him, that wants
Mm.
you to be limited, I will say don't tell him your financial capability or what you have.
Your what?
I would advise you as a woman to save. If your partner is the kind of partner that wants to limit you, doesn't want you to grow, yes, I'll say don't tell him. And same too, some women don't want, they want, they just want that little earning their husband and let him just be earning it. They don't want him to expand just because maybe if he expand, he will not look at me again. If he expand, maybe he will carry another woman. No, it's not supposed to be. That's why men at times tend to hide some things from women because they felt once I tell her this is what I am doing now, she'll just like, eh. So you want to go and see, so even if the man is not even thinking of what the woman is saying.
Mm.
So I want to talk in the place of a woman in the family now. I'm not talking in the place of a man. I'm talking in the place of a woman. If the man is the kind of person that push you to progress, as in you are doing this one, he has already seen another opportunity. Okay, you are doing this one. What if you do this one again? It will bring this one, it will hit this one, as in it will increase this one, as in he's making your virtual eyes that you can, as in he's making you see beyond what you are seeing now. I would say it's a good cause. Once the money is coming in, the financial this thing, tell him. And some partners are like that. They will even push you to progress, but once it comes to finance, they will not want you to grow in that aspect. They want to limit. They will not want you to have more than them. Then you have to caution yourself, as in, if, as a woman, you caution yourself. Um, see, because as a woman, you know body languages. You know, "Ah, if I say this thing now, the tone have changed like that." I would say just know how you play your card, know how you play your game. Don't just tell him everything so that he won't feel bad. Maybe he's not earning as you are earning, but he's pushing you towards progress. But because of the money is coming in and the money want to cause like a rift between you and your partner, I will just say hide some. Not everything you tell him. Not every financial incomes or what you do that you tell him, so that it won't cause fight between you and your partner. But transparency is very good in every relationship. It's very, very, very good. But where it tends to be what will I call it? It tends to be becoming something that will cause fight, yes. Something that will cause fights or keeping malice with your partner. I will tell the lady, just hold yourself. Just don't tell him everything. Transparency is good when the partner understands you, when your partner understands you. But when your partner does not understand or doesn't tolerate your this thing, I will tell the lady, don't tell him everything. Not everything you tell your partner.
Okay, thank you. Um, of course, we've raised some points. At the end of the day, let me just ask. I mean, with each point you've raised, you advise that, of course, you watch the your partner before you know if you need to be transparent with them. And I'm sure some women have done that. Some men has done that with their wives as well. Maybe along the line, someone advised them that you shouldn't do this. You know, in the society that we come from, yeah, this minute, a man will tell another man that, oh, why are you telling your wife everything? You can't tell them everything. They will keep demanding. Then in the lady as well, the parent or the mom can tell her, oh, you need to save for a raining day. What if your husband loses his job? If you're not able to help towards that time, you will see you as someone that is using the whole hand to eat. The way they will say it in Yoruba thing that, oh, you're not considerate, that you're not saving. So in a way we are caught in between. If you do saving, you let him know. That's when they will come and say, come and give me that money you're saving. If you're saving, should you let them know? Because they already know that there's a backup. Something will happen. Me, I'm talking from experience as well. Their car will have issue. Their engine will knock. Something might happen. So, and they still want you to be transparent. Meanwhile, in the other hand, their friend may see them as a weak person for actually letting their wife know their worth, their finances, how everything is coming in and out. And it also affects the extended family, maybe the family we come from. Meaning that, is it everything that they need to give out that the wife will need to see or the husband will need to see wherever that is being given out? These are the reason that I feel some people are a bit confused. What do you want them to do? Today, ladies will say, "Oh, don't buy in silence. So make sure you speak out." Tomorrow, some people will say, "Oh, you're not patient enough. You don't know how to suffer with a man. You need to learn to this one." Like you don't even know where because what is enough for you might not be enough for someone else. So at what stage do you think this person needs to maybe open up to the partner that this is what I'm doing, a saving, or I'm hiding something? That would take me to me asking another question about, maybe having a house as well.
Okay. Me, I would say at the stage where you both understand each other perfectly,
Mm,
that no third party can come in between you guys. You will have seen the signs as a woman, you will have seen the signs at the stage where no third party can come between you guys. When I mean third party, I mean whosoever, anybody, even if it's the the man's mother, the man's father, the man's siblings, as in related, not even extended, close blood, when they can't come in between them, I would say that's when the woman knows that yes, she has a place in his heart, that whatever happens, I am safe with this man. Not
mm,
that tomorrow something will happen and he will use his brother as his next of kin. Whereas the wife is there, he has children for
mm,
him, or even let me say he has a child for the man, and the man will not use her or the child, he will use the brother or the sister or the mother or the father.
mm,
No, where she knows that if anything happens today, yes, my husband, if even if my husband has one, let's say 1 naira in his account, my child or I will be his next of kin. Yes, that's
let me
where.
quickly let me quickly appreciate the Nkechi said, what if he later find out exactly the exact amount you're earning? How do you defend yourself? Hi, True Life. You're welcome.
Okay, okay, okay.
Thank you. You said thumbs up, done. Thank you.
I Okay, I want to answer season Kechi Cynthia. Okay, one thing I advise mm, people to do is, most times, if I'm working and I'm earning salary, it will be sent it will be sent to my account. Once it's sent to my account, I delete my alert. If you can't delete alert, just put it in the spam or whatever, where you can see it later, and maybe you want to use it for reference purposes. Yes, you can just delete it. And if, because let me just use an example. It has happened to me. This is hi true life. Welcome. There was a day my husband asked me for money. He didn't ask me. I was sleeping. An alert came into my phone. A credit alert. The money wasn't mine, but I had some money in my account. He just saw my balance. When I woke up, he was not saying, "So you have money?" I said, "You don't have money."
Oh God, I
Immediately,
know.
immediately, I pushed all my money into my sister's account, where I am the signatory to the account. I am the signatory to it. So I just push all my money to the account. And I told him immediately, the money is not mine, it's for my sister. She did business, she did like this, she did like, I've sent the money to her immediately. My
Mm.
balance was zero immediately. Just because I know the kind of person I am. We will spend that money, finish, we'll not be looking at ourselves.
But some people that have that you're talking. I do understand what you're saying. What if he had to see how you transferred money? Some men, when you now start telling them, they want you to show them like this, like they know. Oh, so you transfer so thing. They want to actually know when you bless someone or you give him part of your family some funds. And when it comes to men, they want to keep their secrets, The same thing with some women, you understand? Because they don't want you to look
This,
at their
yes,
family in a
yes, yes, it's
poor
true.
way.
Let him be first transparent with me. If you send 1 naira to his family, I want to see it. Let him be transparent with me first before I will be transparent. As in, let the transparency be in two sides, not one-sided. I
Mm,
will tell him. I want to see how you spend this money. This money came into your account. This is their balance now. How did you spend it? I want to see all the debit or the credit, how it went out, how it came in, like that, like that. If he's sure that he can be transparent like that, which I'll be transparent. No problem.
mm. Well, is financial transparency beneficial in marriage? I think to me it depends, and it depends on how they started. Do you understand? You can talk to her. Do you want me to meet you? When you want to talk, you can mute. You can mute yourself. They want to see that person you're talking to. Okay, as you can see, hear me, yeah. For me, I feel it depends on how you guys started. I think your views on maybe finance, because some people, when they meet up, they don't really discuss finance. They only flow with the love there that is burning as at that time. They don't let it get to a stage where they sit down and discuss that this is the career I want to face. This is how long I think I can wait for you to pursue your career, or we have to be doing it. Some family, if a man says, "Oh, I'm going for a course," the woman will say, we'll go and be looking for a course to do as well. Like it's a competition, we must both be busy. You cannot beat me to it. Why some men don't want to they don't want their woman to work at all. So it all depends on their woman to excuse me. They don't want their woman to work at all. So it all depends on welcome they don't want
Hmm?
their life. Yeah. I don't know. Someone's mic is okay. So it all depends on, I think, the kind of man that person is dating or the man you got married to. And also to me, I feel like I will also try to observe his kind of family. There are some that they're obsessed to want to know maybe the way their sons are spending around you. There are some that whenever they see you, they feel that everything you're wearing comes from their son. Like you do not have a life before you met their son, or before you met see their husband, your husband. So it all depends. But going deep into the family right now as well. Maybe they've started the family and things are going on. Who ends first, conversation should matter as well. Then you will be able to know that this is the area you need to go. For me, irrespective, I like a woman to work, because what you don't expect can happen at any time. The world that we're in, a lot happen on unplanned things. That's why I think a lot of women are not able to take a stand because they are financially strapped. So they tend to suck in anything they are being given to. Welcome, True Life. Let me give you a chance to talk.
Hello, everyone. Good morning from here.
Good
How you are
morning.
doing?
We're fine, thank you. Good morning. Good
Yeah,
evening.
good morning.
It's
So,
evening with us, and I think it's evening with Nigeria as well. So good morning to you.
oh, good evening
Yeah.
then. So, for me, what I don't know if I miss something, but the only thing I just want to
Just
say is that in marriage, like if you're having a partner, right? That person's behavior. Maybe you guys dated for some time, or
mm,
maybe you didn't date for so long, but you're married now, you spend time with this person. You should be able to study to know your partner, be it a man or a woman,
mm,
right? You should know the kind of person they are. That's will determine the way you're gonna follow them up, the way you're going to behave, the way you're going to handle things, right? Um, because sometimes you don't just say, this is marriage, this is how marriage should be. No, This is how marriage should be. Can work for another person, and it might not work for you.
Yes.
Everybody's relationship is not the same. Everybody's marriage is not the same. Handle your own the way it works for you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's no saying that says because I don't know. There's something I'm not supposed to say, but I just want to say it, for people to learn. Like my own some years ago in my marriage, I remember I purchased something very huge. I decided to do that. I didn't tell my husband then before doing that purchase. It was huge. I know why I didn't tell him. I know if I tell him, it's going to discourage me from that. I didn't tell him. So I went ahead to make that purchase. I did everything. And after I was done, I looked for a good time
To
to
tell him.
tell him about the stuff that, hey, look at what I did. And he was like, I said, yeah, I know you now. If I tell you, you're not going to, as in, you're going to discourage me. And the money will just go. At the
Mm.
end of the day, I won't be able to make account of what I spend the money for. And it took him some time. And one day he told me, he said, you know what? It's all a pride to me. You be able to do this is a pride to me. I'm happy is a plus to the family. You understand? So
Mm.
you study, you should learn to study your
Your
partner,
man.
study your marriage. Like know this person. That will determine the way you should go. Don't say, oh, my friend is saving money somewhere. Let me be saving. Maybe your own marriage. I have a friend that says, and I know, like, I don't know everything about their marriage, but I know them, like, we've once lived in the same place together before. So I know little stuff about the man, the way he behaves and all that. He's this kind of man that doesn't want the wife, as in doesn't want division in investment and stuff like that. He wants everything to be joint, like they should join hands and do stuff together. You understand? So
Yeah.
me now, I cannot go and copy that kind of woman to say, my own, let me drag him to go and let's do this thing together. No, because I know mine, it won't work for me. My own is working. Our own, if she tries to copy me, she's going to be in a very big mess in her marriage. You understand? So
Yeah.
that is how I see it. People should take time to study their partners to know how they will handle whatever issues that come, be it financial or whatsoever. That's my own contribution.
Thank you. So, yeah, she said, just know your man, then you'll be able to figure out how it will work for you. What works for A might not work for B. And that's one of the mistakes that we make. We'll think because it works for my mom, it has to work for me. Because it was for my dad to slap my mom, then I'm expecting my husband to slap me. No, because my mom is so cool, so I have to, it doesn't really have to work that way. Understanding matters and trying to observe the kind of person he is. So now let's move that to the man yesterday has changed. Situation make people change. We know that. Sometimes, some men will say they don't want their woman to work, but when life happens, you know what I mean? That's when they expect the woman to start going out to look for something to do because they can't, maybe they have employment issue, and they're struggling in the house. The woman will want to take up the courage to go and look for something else to help the family with. And sometimes we notice that some men start getting comfortable after a while. Initially, they don't like it, but after a while, that they see that it's working for that woman, some of them get comfortable. But why some want the woman to bring to bring all the finance to take you through them. At least I've heard one last week that said she drops the the money is being paid into their husband's account, so the husband will dish out. Of course, they have bills to pay, but the husband will have to fall her car for her. She doesn't have spare. All this is just in the name of we're trying to
Mhm.
respect our husband. I don't know if you get what I mean. So when it comes to respecting our husband and being transparent as well, we also show this side of I want to be a superwoman. I want to be a submissive woman. I'm not preaching that don't be a submissive woman or be. You will be able to figure out like True Life has said that you will figure it out. But sometimes you don't know that person until when life happens to them. I can be nice, but when I'm being pushed, you will see another side of me. Some people will say, "Oh, she's quiet, she's quiet." But of recent, Cynthia can actually testify. I've started talking, isn't it, Cynthia? What did they testify? If you see people, the way people will you know, just walk over me, my siblings like, "Oh no, 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 no." But now I'll like, leave me alone. This
My
one,
mommy
so
has wake up.
huh?
Mommy
I
has
did
wake up.
Thank you. So they will push you to the stage, or they say, oh, when they put water in your mouth, they will meet it there. When they eat your this thing like this, the water will come out. Do you understand? You'll be so pushed sometimes that or when so let's say for example the woman is working because the husband has issue, and she will still have to come back home to come and prepare food, take care of the house. She will be sucking that in, but how long? Initially, oh, the husband will say, no, my wife is still very respectful. For how long? The longer it goes, the she will be getting tired because she's human. The same thing with the man as well. If the man goes to work and come back, nothing is made on, he will start getting more exhausted. So there are limits to things, but I think with situation as well. That's why I mean that when the man yesterday, situation can make you see another side of them. Do you understand? Some
And I
get
say,
grumpy. Okay.
okay, sorry about that,
No,
host.
you can talk.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned something that is just trying to pull out from my tummy. I don't know. So about that, someone walking, a woman walking, and all the money going to the man's account, the man will
Yeah.
dig that. That's foolishness. I'm sorry to use such word here. You understand? Being respectful doesn't mean you should be as in senseless or something.
Humble. They want to show that they are
The
humble.
truth, in
Humbles.
fact, men love women that are smart. You see those ladies that are behaving as if they bury their brain somewhere.
Mm.
To them, the men may be looking at them that, oh, she's very respectful. Sometimes, someday, they will still be feeling bad. Not being disrespectful, I'm not saying that. Be respectful and be smart. Use your brains. You understand? If I choose to, maybe if I'm working, I choose to be putting all my money in my husband's account, for example. If it comes from my mind, like for me, then it's from me. Not anybody sweet talking me to do such. If I allow myself to be used in that way, at the end of the day, my dear, we women, the way we are is quite different from the men. Sometimes I look at myself, I tell people, I'm like, you know what? Now I'm just living for my kids because they are very young. I've not started my journey.
Mm-mm.
I have my dreams to pursue. I cannot sacrifice a lot of time for the kids. Then the next thing I sacrifice for their father. Like, come
Thank
on now.
you.
Come
Like
on.
you don't have a life, oh.
I do have, see, when I talk to people sometimes, I know people, some people understand little, they understand me, but a lot I know they don't understand. I tell people I have kids, that doesn't mean I shouldn't live my life. God forbid, if anything happened to me today, my dear, those kids, they will become whatsoever they want to become. You
Exactly. I
understand?
tell people.
Just
They
true.
will become whatever they want to become. Sometimes I tell some of my friends, I'm like, you know what? I feel like going out, spending 3 days, just lodge in an hotel, do this facial body massage. As in, I want to be pampered. I don't want to hear any cry of baby anywhere. Like nobody should mommy me. Let me just be myself and you know, relax this brain for some time. I don't know if you get.
I do.
So I know someone too. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to share this story. There's a story I heard in this Canada that I am that's actually motivated me to go start up this YouTube stuff. If I tell you guys this story, you're gonna be wow. Like, is this as in, is this Nollywood movie? Is this for real? Like real life? This person, I know this person. It's not story I heard on internet or someone said. It's somebody I know. Similar to what you just mentioned now. For example, the woman working and the old money being in the man's account or the man holding the money. And this one, the one that pissed me off the more is that this woman lives abroad. She's been here for over, I think it should be over 15 years now. Let's say 15 years. She came here before me. You understand? It just look like one person they brought out from one thick forest that there are no human, that is filled with animals. She understand she was brainwashed and everything just by a man. Or in the name of respect. In this era, you're giving your husband food, you're on your knees, giving him food like you
I have one
oh
that
God.
will take water to the bathroom. They have shower. She will make sure she makes the water. Well, you keep talking.
And
Like,
see, Gores, I said I was gonna maybe we should all come up with this topic about I have a friend that came to Canada when we first came to. The husband later came to meet her and the two kids they came with. And guess what? The man was like, we were all in the same plan. The man was like, the man was complaining that he doesn't like, the woman said, oh, my husband doesn't like uh, um, frozen food, like food they put in the fridge. It has to be fresh. I'm like, where? Is it in Nigeria or in Canada? I don't understand. She's like, oh, my husband doesn't like frozen. I'm like, really? Like
my
this,
neck.
like this. I said,
Hmm.
okay, I don't blame him. He just called me, right? I believe with time he will adapt. After we all went on our different ways or different paths, she was still doing it. Sometimes when you say men change, yes, a man can change for good or for bad. Even we women, it's not just all about men. It's not all about men. Even we women, men they do change. But
Mhm.
I attended a show and they were discussing this. I told them, I said, you know what? Sometimes we women have a big role to play. If you want your man to change, you have a role to play. You have a lot of things to do to put in place for him in order to, he's not going to change like 100%, but in a little ways, one tiny one or two is still something. You understand? There are some things about human you can't change. Their personality, they are just there. You can't change it. But other little things, there are ways you can encourage them, be it by force or by peace, anyhow it works for you. I will still say you know your partner. Anyhow it's going to, I'm not saying go and fight. No, not that. But we women, we have our ways. Anyhow you're going to do it to make this man change to your taste, the way you want it. Same as the women, if there are men listening to this live and maybe later they're going to watch it, same with you men. There are ways you can make your woman change. You know your woman. It's not all about fighting. It's not all about kneeling down to beg her all the times. There are ways, there are situations that needs you to be firm, and there are situations that needs you to be very calm. So you study whatever is going on. That will enable you to tackle it in whatsoever way you want to do it.
It's true.
Thank you.
And also, I just want to chip this in that, the way we're saying it, there are some men that, in as much as we know that a lot of men now, they would like a woman that is working, that is very smart. But let me tell you something. Some men don't like a woman that is in that circle because they need someone that they'll be able to walk over.
No,
Control.
I'm sorry, Gores. When I say smart, I'm not saying um I'm sorry to use this word. Niger language, you say TAI, as in that
Hmm?
is too, that knows too much, that is
Hmm.
bossy, or that no, that's not the area I'm talking about. When I say smart, like intelligence, what I mean is that okay, you know that okay, you're here, you have little money, instead of maybe just buying stuff, buying shoes, or hair. You can decide to take your money, just go and do one small business. You can decide to be
Mm-hmm.
selling non-tarnished jewelries and stuff like that. Just be doing your thing and you're making your small stuff
Mm-hmm.
one side without you going to ask him, come and give me money. I want to start. Those are the kind of smartness I'm talking about.
I understand you. Like some men don't even want their woman to do anything. Do you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to cut their finance wings so that they will keep depending on them. I'm telling you, all this is talking from experience that
It's
just to
true.
even
It's
be in
true.
their house, to just be in their house,
Yes.
you know, this on even now that there's internet, to just be selling
So
things.
that once
No,
once you make them angry, they will not drop. Maybe they will not
they
give
will
you
deprive you of
feeding
food,
money. They will
they
deprive
will
you of
deprive
so
your
many things that you be
children.
angry because you don't
I'm telling
have.
you, that's what I'm going to. Financial abuse. You know,
Yeah.
some men, how they grew up is because they saw their maybe their parents,
Yes,
how
yes,
they
yes.
deprive their
Those
mom that
days.
even when we're growing that your even if your dad punish you, ask you to kneel down, your mom will be might even be kneeling down to be begging him before you can get up. They will be so no, you know, you could see that fear. It's because there's no their financial freedom is not there. They need to cap it. When they cap it, they know that's when you are able to comply to their whatever they bring out.
But do you know that is changing already? Even back home in Nigeria,
It's changing, yeah, it's
it's
changing, but
changing
before it
already. It's
hasn't.
changing. The women are doing exploits, like they are really doing
Yeah,
great. Most
and
women
a
are
lot of
going
men
out
are
there now.
struggling.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, a
yeah.
lot of men are struggling now, and some men still prefer it. That's the next thing I want to bring up. That do you think men would like their women to earn more than
And
them?
that is why those days there were a lot of domestic violence. That the women, it's not as if they are enjoying what they are going through, but they've sat down to think about their lives. Maybe they have a child too, they have two children, kids are already in, they are married, they are in that marriage, they have kids. They'll start thinking, if I leave this marriage, how am I going to pay these children's school fees?
Thank you.
Because of that, they'll sit down,
They
they
sit down,
swallow all
it.
the stuff they need to
Sort
swallow, they get
yes.
all sort of stuff because they don't have money.
Thank
they,
you.
they can't foot their bills, so they have to bear everything that comes with it. And I'm really happy that our women all over the world, especially I will always talk about Africa, especially Nigeria, because I believe where I am here in Canada, those things doesn't happen. They don't happen. They don't. Though, like I said, one or two still allow themselves to be used, but normally it doesn't happen. So that's why when I heard this lady's when I heard her story, I was like, it's like in a movie. I can't believe you are in Canada and you're going through all the. It's not just about the money. It's not the brainwashing thing. Oh my goodness! If I open my mouth to say this, you guys are going to be shocked. Like, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it's voodoo or something the man used, because
Yeah, I
it's
think when we
just
get
so
some,
ah,
it baffles.
to the point that it doesn't touch her for he has not touched her for years, not months, years.
Mm.
Jesus. Wow, like I don't know. Like all those things, most things like that, they don't take place in all these Western world, the foreign countries, that's why there are laws. I don't know about that country. In Canada, the women have upper hand. You understand? Their what's it called? The law that covers the women is more than the
Law
one that covers
favors
the
women
men,
here than
because
men.
they know what they've been through. I believe that's why they made the law the way it is right now. You
Mm.
understand? So
Yeah,
no man can come here. In Canada, a man and a woman is the same. You guys are not different. Here, a woman can walk her ass out like you walk like morning till night. If you have the energy, you can do that. A man can work as well. But back home, where we are coming from, Nigeria, it's not as if a woman cannot work. But if you look at how the system is, it's like more of the men working, man going outside to make money, bring for the family, give the woman something, okay, go buy foodstuffs and stuff like that. She just sits at home or have a small kiosk outside to sell petty provisions and all those kind of things. But I'm so happy that everything is changing, and even some of those men, they are beginning to see that the way some of those ones were treating the women was not right. It's good for everyone to have their rights. Everyone needs to be respected, be it a child, be it a woman or a man. Everyone needs that respect. You understand? Some level of respect, you know. So that's it. I thank you for bringing such program up and such topic. I don't know, a lot of people, they don't, I don't know why it don't attract a lot of people, but these are, when you're talking about educating people, these are kind of topic that should really go out there for people to hear, for both the men and the women to hear, to learn from, so they can amend
Um,
their ways.
it's a lot of people like gossip on, so I do get it anyway.
Why?
Even
But me for one, I like educative talk shows like this
um,
than gossip kind of talk shows. I love these ones because
I
if you bring
love,
up experiences, you'll be hearing experiences from people, the one that even you think that is not possible. Some people will be going through it, and people say, I've experienced this, I've experienced that. It's a good one.
I understand.
Yeah.
Initially, too, I thought, oh, this thing should be what will interest people because you hear and you learn. Learning, unlearning. Just you hear people's things and you like, does this really happen? And when I get some case studies, when I read some emails and I'll be wondering, does this happen? Some I have to send a message that, oh, can I call you? Can you drop your number if you don't mind? Do you understand? Just to be sure that this thing is really happening. So it has actually even make me to think, or would I say it makes me um work on my brain more because I have to think more on how to respond, try to put myself in that person's shoe. Do you understand? Because it's easier to judge sometimes or to advise, but how long can you actually do that thing? If you tell people don't talk, it will get to a state that they can't hold it anymore. Do you understand? Because they are the one receiving that hit. So some will not be able to keep it for a very long time. So I know people liked it. When it comes to gossip to one, it definitely does fly around. And like I said about the topic, that someone that I had one that the person was the husband had the financial issue, so she had to jump out to start working, but the salary goes into the man's account, which he will buy the diesel for the car. So she doesn't really have much. Even the money is not enough for the house though. But she started to feel like, why do I have to do it? She wants to change the money back to she wants to change the accounts back to her own account so that she doesn't want she's feeling the man will feel weak, like, so you're now telling me that it's your money, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, but maybe the woman, sorry to interrupt you, maybe the woman in question doesn't know how to manage. Again, that was why I said you study your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's just coming out to say her story. We don't really know how true it
From
is.
the other story.
You understand?
Mm.
Maybe if the man say, okay, let it be in your account, she might be going to work, seeing her colleague, bringing human hair to the office or place of work, wherever she's working. She want to buy. You buy shoe, you buy handbag. At the end of the day, they will be thrown out of the house. Maybe the house they are living is not even their house; it's a rented
Of
apartment. And at the end of the day, the kids won't have something to eat. But maybe the man managing the home financially, as in with the wife's money, might be that because the man knows how to manage things more than the woman. Because sometimes that's why if I'm talking, I don't always base it on one side. because I know for sure that even we women, some of us are a little bit, I don't know, I'm
God
trying not
bless
to use the
you. God
wrong
bless
words.
you. Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
We are somehow, as you see in men, that is how you see some in women
See
too.
women. Yes.
So we don't know. Maybe she doesn't know how to manage, or no, the man is just oppressing her or something. I don't know.
The woman is when she used to be at home, she uses this, I don't know, this bonnet that that it's already been sewn as if they've wrapped hair. You know those things, because me, I don't do hair. So you know those things that she covers her hair, she does this. So it's the way her husband doesn't want her to be seen. Do you understand? I do get it, and we have to respect that part. Do you understand? There are some men that they only want their wife to associate with old women.
Will they cover their eyes too? Will they cover their
Hold
faces
on.
too?
See, I have seen some things in this place.
Is it in foreign country or are they in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, not in foreign country. Oh. It's in
Oh, the one I'm
Nigeria.
talking about is
Not
here.
in diaspora.
Oh,
Is
is in
here in
UK,
UK.
yeah?
Yeah. So I've
Wow.
seen
Okay, the
this.
man is scared. He
I'm going to
doesn't
tell you
want
another
her
part.
to know
Yeah,
too much.
yeah. I've seen another part that is the woman
To
that
be
is even
worldly wise.
trapping on, stepping on the
He
man
doesn't
as
want her to
well.
be worldly wise.
So
So he's keeping
this
her.
one that yeah, this one that I'm talking about now, this man, that's the way likes his woman. So I mean, it's none of my business to say, why do you not want her to dress this way? Why do you want her to dress this way? Meanwhile, you will use tie, but you want her to dress this way. So I've already known that he's trying to make her not visible or not palatable to other to his own gender. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, some yeah, they don't mind if you dress up and you look like their mom. Some don't mind because they need you to be the one at home. They need to be the one to, you know what we're talking about, our fathers, then how they, they want to be the one in charge.
Yeah, here now is different from back home. I always say, I'm sorry to interrupt you again. I'm so
It's okay.
sorry, host.
No.
This other parts of the world, even
Mm,
if a woman have like 12 children, and those 12 children they all have 12 daddies.
mhm,
If you still want to go into relationship, you will
mm.
still find someone.
Of course.
That is how it works in this
Yeah.
all these other parts of the world.
It's just
But
some
back
people's
home, if you
mentality.
have just one child, you will see they'll start doing, she don't
They'll be
born.
running.
She
Yeah.
have one, she
After
have a
one.
child, oh, she have a child.
Single
Oh.
mom.
But it's not like that in all this. So I believe even if she's married and she have kids, maybe those are one of the things the man is trying to prevent her from. Probably maybe the woman is very pretty and he wants to make sure she's not too exposed to other
That's the word,
um
exposed. Yeah,
yeah.
being exposed at being seen. So when the something happen, the man has to be, home. After I think about a few weeks, the woman has to start looking for work and jump out to work. That's how the man had to say, "Oh, your salary has to come into my account." That's not right though. But no put my the moment that she's now start feeling like she wants to complain is where I give her advice on how to sit the man down and have a conversation. Do you understand? A calm conversation, let him see it from so angle, because when he was earning the money, the money wasn't coming into your account. You guys do not have a joint account, or you advise a joint account. So the money goes in there rather than the money is going into his account. Do you understand? So that's my so since you're not feeling comfortable anymore, he said it, oh, the money has to come into my account. You agreed. Now that you don't feel comfortable anymore, have a conversation, calm conversation. It might take weeks for him to agree on it, but let him say that this is what you feel. Do you understand? You still be struggling in as much as you are still the man of the house. You want to feel so things. Still let me have a bit of. Do you understand? And what about the other woman that I know that she's always partying? The husband will look after children, do this one. So it's the same. It's both ways. Some women overdo, like you said. They
Yes.
will. They are
Yes.
cheating the man. They are doing anything. They will even
Yeah.
use cops to threaten. They know that if they scream, the man will be in trouble. That kind of a thing. Women use the power as well to kind of ride some men. Why some men, they too. So you look at the other man now. That's why he doesn't want his wife to work because They don't want them to open eye. You know what I mean? The more so that they don't start countering their words, or when they talk, they raise up their eyebrow like, "What do you mean? I'm tired."
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Because going out, working or schooling, where by the time you always go out to work or you're schooling, you're learning. Let's say you're working, you are at the same time learning. You get to mingle, you get to see your colleague. Sometimes maybe during your lunch break, you
Mm-hmm,
have the opportunity to have a discussion.
mm-hmm,
In that process, anyone that wants to be manipulated or that wants to be advised wrongly can easily get advised wrongly. So that's why some of those men that don't want their wife to go out there to work, they know anything can happen in that process of her working. Do you understand? But
mm-hmm.
again and again, just know yourselves. Like this marriage thing is forever. You understand? You said people always say people change, and that's true. I always tell people that if you tell me you're dating this person, oh, we've dated for 500 years, so I know this person, it's a lie. Oh. Boyfriend and
You can
girlfriend
just wake up one morning and
relationship.
just bring out
Boyfriend and
another
girl,
character.
yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, my dear, you can never compare to
Exactly.
marriage relationship.
Yes.
Never. The men will pretend, the
Hmm.
woman will pretend. Until you say, yes,
Exactly.
I do,
I
everybody
do.
will bring out their real colors.
Hello.
And the colors will not just come in one day. It will start coming gradually.
My
Some can just bring out their own immediately. Oh. You say, yes, this is me. The one that brings out their own so quick is better for
Once
you.
once they, once they understand that courtship is a different thing and marriage is another different thing entirely, everybody
I'm
will be
telling
good.
you.
Yeah.
And
I'm
some
telling you.
changes come after children when they have the first child. That's when some
Yes,
men
yes.
decide that, oh, this
Yes.
one cannot go
Yes.
anywhere again.
Even even me as I speak to you, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I have a story for my own life. Like myself and the other lady I talked about, I had the opportunity to spend time with other women that had issues, one or two issues, and all those things coupled together. Like when I started hearing people, I come to realize that some women are going through a lot.
A lot.
They are going through a lot. They need to be reached out to. But I started asking myself, just that you're doing this live stream now, like I said before, there are not much people here. But this is very important for people to hear. How do we make them hear? How do we make them get this message?
Mm.
Is my concern. Do you understand? So a lot of things are happening right there. The thing that is causing most problem we are having all over the world today is marriage. When marriage is not okay, that is how children comes in. They are not, we don't raise them in the right way. They start as in behaving somehow before you know it, they grow up to do something that they are not supposed to do. That is where the whole thing is coming from. I don't think they've really people have really sit down to think about this thing that I just said. It's coming from marriage. You cannot tell me you will see a relationship, a marriage where like a home that is peaceful. The kids are watching. They emulate their parents.
Mm.
You get, they emulate their
100%.
parents. A home that the kids have never seen their dad raise their voice on their mom, or neither their mom raise their voice on their dad. Tell me, where will that child get that attitude or behavior from when he or she is married? I have a friend that today she keeps saying that my father, my father never treats my mom wrongly in any way when we are growing up. They are all big, they are all married now. The mom still tell them to tomorrow that any man, any day, any man raise hand to hit you or one thing that day, pack your load and come to the house. We still have rooms. I will never tolerate it.
Let me ask you one question where you're going. I knew you were gonna eat there. So if a man raises his hand up on a woman, is it the first time he raises his hand that she needs to
All
leave?
the okay.
We
Um,
always have it. Me, I always have a topical. It's just that I don't
yes,
have to
yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 yeah. I know. Even me, likewise me. If you see the way I'm talking, you can tell I have a whole lot there. There are some I don't even know where to start from. Yes, depends on people. There are some ladies, that very first one is a huge offense. They don't want to hear sorry. Why some?
But ma, hello, sorry. I want to come in. But ma, I will say out of 10 of ladies that their partner are violent,
Mhm.
out of 10, once the man raises hand, I will say it's only one that will leave. Nine will never leave at the first one. They will still want to
Okay,
stay
some will
put.
say,
Where
"Oh,
after
she's
maybe
showing
after
you
the
love."
after the man says, "I'm sorry, it won't happen again," they will still stay put. Some it even take the intervention of families to come together. Please leave so that you'll be able to take care of your children. They will not still want to leave.
Yeah, yes. That one. I'm trying to hold myself not to say some things.
Please talk now. The other
We
one,
allow
I
Honestly,
think it's a case
I'm
study. You don't want
I'm
to share it
trying
later.
to I'm trying not to, but let
Okay.
me tell you something. Cases are different. There are some it happens once and never happen again. There are
exactly.
some it happens and continues and never ends.
Yeah.
There are some it happens at the middle, you get to a point maybe after some months, some after some years to stop. But the question is, how do you think you'll be that lucky? How would you know if you're going to survive in
God
this?
bless you.
I've heard stories of where the ordinary, like just one slap, the person is gone.
It's by, yeah.
Go up and
RIP.
die.
RIP
Yes.
is gone. You understand? So it's just, I don't know the right words to use. All we need to do is just to pray for God's grace,
Yeah, yeah,
Amen.
wisdom, and knowledge.
yeah.
For
God's
me,
grace, God's wisdom.
personally, for me, as I'm speaking to you, I don't I don't like men that hate. But one funny thing about my life that I don't understand, I made a lot of witches and most of them came and some was extreme. I remember when I was very young, I used to say, I don't want to marry a man that's very calm, like calm, over
Mhm.
calmness. That doesn't have this man thing. Like, a
Like
man.
the man that's calm like you.
I don't need a man that is calm. No, that is too soft.
Yeah,
I
you look
wasn't.
it. You look soft.
I'm not. I'm two. I'm both side. I'm soft and I'm hot. I'm both
Mhm.
side. I get mad
Just be lukewarm. Oh.
easily and I forgive very quickly. If only you use the right word, like do the right thing. It
That's
doesn't last.
that's why people just
That's
get.
me. You understand? So um when I was growing, I made a lot of wishes. Oh, I need a man that when you do some like a man when you do something wrong that will be able to make you understand that you did something wrong. And when you're right, when you need that calmness, the one that will be able to give you that calm atmosphere, like you need a shoulder to lean on, is there. And when it's time to act as a man, you should
Mm-hmm.
stand up and have that man thing. You understand that vibe. So I wish for a lot, but to an extent, some of them went too extreme, and I couldn't. I don't know. I would just say I don't know if I should call it
You're just reducing
God's
the
work.
percentage.
You understand?
I get it.
So yeah. So the thing is, I don't know. I don't know.
Let
I'm
the
going to
woman
end this
mad,
here.
but you don't want to dance man. I understand now. I don't want too much of it, or just want it in a moderate way. Oh, you muted already. Okay, so some women will say it's because the man had issue, life happens to them. For example, the one that lost his job, that's why his emotion is getting over him. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. So they will say, "Oh, it's not his main real character." So when the man is eating, then they'll say, "Oh, it's because he lost his job. He's angry. It's not his this one." When he start doing it and it's not stopping, shouldn't that let you know that you need to take a walk, because you don't even know how long that person is going to be. That person is going to be searching for work, for job. Would you continue to take beating or hit when somebody hitting you before till when he has a job? If he's not going to have a job anymore, are you going to still render your body as the punching bag? Some ladies sort of they get it wrong. Even these men as well. A lot of men will say they don't want a broken home. Oh God, 1 minute, please. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can.
Yes, I can hear you, ma.
Sorry, I got a call. You can.
I can hear you, ma. I can't hear you again.
I think she's on call.
Sorry about that. It's my daughter that called me, and she doesn't know that I'm doing a live. She's not at home. Yeah. So some ladies also, the way they are doing, the men don't want to leave, and they are holding it. They don't want a broken home. Do you know there are some ladies that, I'm sure it's not like, you know it already. You've read it before, that some lady had to. They are even the one to first of all start using their hand to, you know, before if their husband make one small mistake, bam, you know, and the man will be looking at them like, if I touch you now, you break. Do you understand? Sometimes it's the woman, with the woman, or would I say the woman that starts this thing. It's just that the man is not able to hold it enough, knowing that when they start, this woman doesn't have enough bone to hold what is she's starting. Do you understand? That's how they start they some women's are so fast. You can imagine any single thing they will slap, they will hit their head, they will and the man will want, like, are you mad? Are you okay? That kind of a thing. And issue will start. So it's both ways. It's just that I think we hear more of the woman of recent, because the men has been doing it for a very long time. Maybe the story we heard from our parents, or what we've seen, how they've accommodated, suck things in, because they don't have means to live, and they actually want their children to go to school. They don't want their children's life to stop. So they need to suck in whatever the man is bringing in. I think, do you have anything else to say? Because I've forgotten that we actually have another topic, which I don't know, we might need to just round up.
Okay, I don't have any other thing to say. We just wait for the next topic.
Okay. Please hold on 1 minute. Hi. that. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Did you say you wanted to say something?
No?
Okay. I'm just gonna mute my phone. Okay. So I'm sure you've heard of this man Saint Toby, and there's this story going on around that something to do with his career, which is what we noticed. Um, then back then, the way he used to act, suddenly we don't see him anymore. I know most people we've been seeing, we saw gracing the TV then. Most of them are not no longer there because they are growing also. They are growing old, and the new ones kind of overshadow things that they were not doing, and social media as well as actually promoted the new ones now. So Saint Obi and the story behind different stories that people are saying, but all I notice is that we don't see him anymore on the screen. Some were saying his wife was financially more is a she's more okay, financially okay, maybe from her family or wherever, better than the man or this. So would you give up your career because of marriage? Do you think maybe you're a nurse, you're a doctor, lawyer, a business person, so because you met your husband and they don't want people to see you, or they just don't like that profession anymore, is it advisable? Would you do it? Would you advise someone to do it? Do you think it's wise things to do? That's just a I hope I've not been talking to myself. God. Okay.
No, 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 no. I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, when it comes to career, you know, some people go for what they are passionate about, what they love doing. That
Mm-hmm.
once they are doing it, they derive so much in it. And so, a man coming to tell you you can't do it because you are married. I I love counseling during courtship. It's very very good for couples, as in couples trying to get married. It's good. You talk talk about we just talk about finances now. Talk about your career. Talk about his fears. Maybe he's afraid if you go into your career, you won't have time for the family. You'll be coming back late. You won't be able to take care of the children. You will be the one doing this. Maybe he's afraid. You as the woman that has the career, assure him that my career won't come in between the house, in between in between me and my family, in between me and the children. The career is one work on its own, my family is another. I won't bring work home and I won't take my problem in the house to work. Let each this thing have their um role to play in my life. You as human should assure the man if he is afraid that your career will come between you and the marriage.
But
You are
you said something about courtship, and remember we spoke about something earlier on that True Life said, which we all know. We pretend just in one level or the other, one level or more before we get married. There is this level of pretense, like, oh, I will listen to you, like yes, but later on they will change. Even if
yeah.
they've discussed it in the marriage, in
You
the
see,
during courtship, some still
maybe
change.
yeah, maybe the woman is lagging behind. That's why the man changed. Once you talk about it, see if the man is not ready to. to agree with you and say you must leave your career because of your marriage. Maybe maybe if you're already in marriage before he's saying you should leave your career, maybe the family should come in and settle you guys. But if it's still in courtship, make sure you iron it out before you go into marriage.
Mm. Of course,
Yes,
it's
because
okay to iron this out
once
before
you're married,
marriage.
there's nothing you can do. Is either you call
Mm.
a higher authority to, as in, talk to you guys about it, and maybe the man still was still adamant. Maybe you should put it in writing. My work will not come in between my marriage and my, as in, like that, as in, my work will not come into my marriage. I won't bring my career to my marriage. I will let each other have their time, like that.
Yeah,
So that there will be
I,
understanding between both parties.
I think some ladies would say they will accept, but later on they feel that they shouldn't have. I don't know if it was the last um live that this said. I said their consent, their withdrawal of consent. So let's say, for example, mostly we notice that ladies, actresses, once they get married, after a while you see them, they go off screen. So most of them, not all of them, most of them, they go off screen. We understand that they will need to attend to their family and build their family. And some maybe they take in um um hello sister
In a
Uju,
relationship, ma,
good evening. Hello
in a
Jimmy, good evening.
relationship, in a
Sorry, I'm
relationship.
to greet
Eh?
the people just joining.
Okay.
So hello sister
Welcome.
Uju
Welcome,
and
ma.
hello Jimmy as well. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to life. Yeah, so some actresses as well, like I said, that they maybe because of child, maybe they're pregnant, their husband might not want them to start acting or for them for people to start seeing them in that condition as
Ma,
well. Everyone has something to protect, but after giving birth, they can't go back. Maybe their shape has changed, they're struggling with one or two things. They tend to give up their career. So once they give up their career for 4 5 years, they want to come back again. They might just think maybe they agree later that, oh, when you're pregnant, you're not going to, and they agree. That was before marriage, but after marriage, they feel, you know what, I want to go back. I'm missing this thing. Do you know sometimes you agree to something, but later you find out that I shouldn't have.
yes, that means the person did not think it through before agreeing to the agreement. Yes, in a relationship where partners come together to agree on a certain issue,
Mm,
and there is a default, maybe from the man or from the woman, maybe one of the partners has how will I put it, has changed or backed. Let me bring out this scenario. Maybe, okay, the woman has a career and the man is saying in marriage you must leave your career because of the marriage. Maybe you don't have time for the house, you won't have time for the children, and maybe she called the parents or the pastor and they put it in writing, and they are saying, okay, so time you must come, you must be at home, prepare the children must not be left unattended to, like that.
it's
And
very
maybe,
funny.
yes, maybe the woman is has now continued her career and she's earning, she's living life, she's doing very well by herself. Maybe the man now see that, this woman is doing well, oh, I've been paying this bill before, let me not pay this bill again. Okay, I cover this one before, I take them to amusement park, let me not take them again. Since my wife, somebody invite them for children party and she has taken them, because maybe there are some rituals that they normally do. They take the children out, or he takes the wife out, because she has gone to a party. He has closed that chapter just because he don't want to spend again. The woman now realize that, this man is no more doing this one. Oh, she too now slack, rancor begin to come into the family. they will now start calling meeting again. What is happening? I thought we said your career will not come in between marriage. That's when the little things will now start bringing issues. They're not supposed to be so.
Um, but on the man as well, for example, this Saint Obis one that he his career thing, because that's how the woman got to see him. I don't know how they have the agreement that maybe maybe she's not feeling comfortable. She doesn't feel people should start seeing him, and they will start having that urge of wanting him. Do you understand? Maybe he just wanted him to herself, and that's where being dominated was setting. Sometimes we can't figure out everything. We are able to judge from afar, or because we saw what happened right now. People must have actually get into that space before they realize they shouldn't have. That's why I said their consent and the withdrawal of consent. People tend to not to agree with it that you should withdraw your consent. Maybe they are more wiser. What the decision I would take 5 years ago, if I'm being given the same scenario, I might think back and think, you know what, I'm gonna take another new better decision because I know more, I've seen more of life, so I might not take the same decision I took 5 years ago. Let me read what True Life said, because I think she sent it to a private. She said if I think she said if it's affecting your marriage negatively, why not? That's the based on why would you be able to give your career for marriage? And she also said if offering your marriage, you can quit and start up something different. So and she's greeting Sister Uju and Sister Jumi. Just trying to send it because where she sent it in, you guys can see it. Okay. Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. You know, a career is something that you've been doing, or you just most times is something that the lady has been doing even before the man comes into her life.
Mm-hmm.
So if the man is now saying stop because marriage has come, the man is supposed to consider this woman has been doing this before she met me. Okay, if you want me to stop, he's supposed to, okay, what should I do if I stop this? Okay, maybe I'll open a supermarket for you. Okay, maybe you'll be working with a colleague of mine that is not stressful as what you've been doing before, but is still in your line of business or your career line, like that. The man is supposed
Mm.
to come up with something that will not affect the home, and the woman will still be happy that at least my husband, I mean my partner, has me in mind. Not that stop this. It won't be fair on the part of the woman, but the man still want to be the man of the house. But let
Do
him, yeah, let him consider the woman. If
even the
he
man
wants
as well,
to
because it's vice versa. In this
live,
what happened right now, it was the woman that I think from we've read different stories, but from the story so far, look as if it was the woman that was trying to deprive the man from still coming on the screen, and he decided to just face business. Would you also would like to work with your husband's friend? Welcome to life.
Yeah, in part, what you just, the question you're asking, let me quickly answer the last one you just asked. I would not want to work with my husband's friends. No,
True.
I
No,
don't want it.
I know
I
you
need my
don't.
privacy.
Yeah.
Everybody should be on their space. So um, the relationship can last longer. You understand? Being a man doesn't stop, or people being a man, sorry, your gender does not stop you from lying or being an horrible person or whatsoever. Then to the topic of maybe your marriage, your career, quitting your career for marriage or something like that, right? So that was a question. For me, marriage is about sacrifice, it's about understanding. That was what a lot of people don't do these days. They don't discuss. Even me, I didn't know, I didn't have the opportunity. I wasn't, I wasn't, what's the word? I wasn't informed. I didn't know. Though I remember then when I was about to get married, we did went for marriage counseling and all of that. After going for marriage counseling, there should be some kind of conversation. Whatsoever the counselor or the pastor, whatever that is counseling the people courting that is about to marry, whatsoever advice that person is giving might be different from what the people that are coming for counseling. It might be different from their orientation or what they believe
Mm.
individually. So even if you go for a counseling, there should be a room for both parties to sit down to really talk about what they want, how they want their marriage to look like. Honestly, I believe in talking, and there's something about me. I know as in when I see people for the first time, I might not be able to tell everything, but I will be able to pick out something about that
Perceive
person.
from. Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
that's me. So if such thing is in place, definitely, because you see these children, this thing called children in marriage, my dear. I did a video recently, and some people won't understand. I know a lot of people will say, how can children make your love decrease for your husband? My dear, it's possible. It's
Yes, no,
very
of
much
course.
possible, but
Me, I need
that doesn't mean it's for everyone. It doesn't work for everyone like that. So you might have an agreement, maybe at the initial stage, or there was no form of agreement. Your
mm,
husband is working, you're doing your job, and now you started having kids, and things are not working out. Like the example the other guest just said now that when she was explaining that maybe the place they used to go, they can't go again. See, when you see it's not working, this money, let's not put money first, happiness first, good health first. You understand? You
yeah.
can make all the money in the world, but if at the end of the day you have money, you don't have peace of mind, your home is not settled, what's the use of that money? The
Mm,
person can die and leave that money at any time. You
mm,
understand? There's a saying in my language that says, health is wealth. You say
yeah.
health is wealth. When
I
your
always
home is not settled, you're always having issues. It will affect you. It will affect your health. It will affect you mentally, emotionally, and otherwise. If you see that your career is working for you in your marriage, good. If it's not working, you see your career is tearing everything apart. There must be a way out. It doesn't mean you should sit down doing nothing. You should figure out something else to do. Like in the case of Sentobi, I've not really listened to their story, but if maybe, like you said, that maybe it seems like the woman was the one always trying to make him not to act or something like that, I don't know. If maybe the acting was affecting their marriage, he should have listened. Again, he's a man, and they even have money to an extent, even if they are not multi-billionaire.
it wasn't acting anymore. That's what I'm saying. We don't see
Yeah,
him
he
anymore.
should have easily go and open up a business and
He
do
has a
something
business from
else.
what we heard. So he was doing his business. He also has his own money, but I think the
Do you
woman has
understand?
more. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we should read
if
their story then. Cow,
if
it's
the
somehow.
if the woman have naturally there's something, there's a spirit behind money. Yeah, there's a force that goes with money. If you have money and you're humble, you know that your own spirit that is going with you is stronger than that spirit that goes with money. There's a spirit that goes there's a force that goes with money.
That
It
pushes one.
messes people up.
Yeah.
You understand? It messes people up. It change your ways of reasoning. It make people not to be, some people not to be humble, to look at every other person like they are nothing and all that. If you're rich, like you're wealthy, you have money, and you're still humble, my dear, the spirit in you is greater than that goes with money. So that's just it. If as a man, if you see maybe your wife, the complaint is getting too much, too much, too much, your home is no longer peaceful. If you see you so much value that your career that you cannot make a U-turn, then you can go for a divorce. Go and divorce and have your peace.
For me, I think, thank you. I think the counseling thing you talked about, yeah, it's okay. But I think of maybe now, they need to actually know the topic they discuss with them in um with on when they go for counseling. Because for me, we didn't discuss that. Do you understand? So I don't know. Maybe they now have a board or a process that they go through. During our own, we did not talk about who is working, who is not working. You know, I think maybe because then it was more of Christian. You know how to be respectful, how to keep your own.
Yeah,
You understand what I
yeah,
mean? How to
yeah.
keep
But
your own, how to be humble woman, and how to be submissive, how to this. Welcome, Sister Uju.
Thank you.
So how to be this, how to be that. That was when what they were teaching us then. Me, I can remember vividly. That's why I said maybe now we would have changed it. So because if I said that marriage counseling I did then, it was a church one, no. I don't advise. They didn't follow. They didn't um uh discuss some important topic. It was more of maybe I would say word of God, how to be submissive, how to be a good woman, how to be
yeah,
respectful, how to be humble. So all these things were not in there. But when we moved here, we were able to walk along. Do you understand? Work things
yeah,
out. So
yeah. That was why I said. That was why I said whatsoever. Moreover, I don't know if that is how all the counseling center or organization, whatever,
I
if
should
that
have
is
told
how they
you.
work. But
Yeah,
in my during my time,
mm,
it was similar to yours, like Christian, how as a man, how to love your wife, as a woman, how to respect,
humble.
submissive, and all that, how not to stab your husband
Yeah.
whenever he needs you and stuff like that. So I remember this pastor asking him like he asked like what do you want to become in life, like what are your goals and stuff like that, and he asked me too what are my goals, like what I want to do in future, what do I want to do, okay, if it's business, like stuff like that. I remember he asked us. I remember he said something, and the pastor was like, okay, what he said is not just about his job, but it's something he have passion to do. And the pastor was like, okay, you hear him what he said. Now you know you're going to get married to him. You are aware of the project. You should please support him in order for you guys to succeed. And in terms of in my own case, he asked, and I said, "This is I want to do it's also business. This is something I love to do." And he was like, "You hear her too. Please, with
Okay.
time, you guys should work towards that. You understand?" So that was why I said, even if they say all this, at the end of the day, maybe the session is booked. It might be 1 hour session or 2 hours. It might not be enough for you to really express yourself or say those things you have in mind. It's still very important for the two parties to go on one side, like have their own time, discuss whatever they want to discuss, and all of that. You understand? And I also advise people. I don't say people should do. I'm just saying, but village people, some village people, sorry, according to our people, they will not
Yeah.
let people have their peace. But for me personally, I feel when people are married, they should not rush into having kids. They should try. I kind of buy the idea of getting married, enjoying that marriage for 1 year at least, 1 year, have fun, like understand yourselves, talk more before bringing children into the marriage so that things will work more better.
That aspect, don't let me go there. Well, Yeah, it's well. It can work for it will work for some people and will not work for some. Let me let Sister Uju talk. Welcome, Sister Uju. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, we can.
I,
Welcome, sis.
weekend.
thank you. I don't know much about Saint Obio and his marriage, what actually happened. I know a friend of his came out to, say some things, and I think his family debunked it. So I don't really know what happened. I know he used to act, and he stopped acting. And
Mm.
I think he became a movie director or something. I don't know, but we stopped seeing his face. But I just can't talk about it because I don't know the true story. What exactly happened, whether they actually agreed on it for him to, start a business and focus on his business and leave a, acting career. But what I want to point out is this: it is vital during courtship for couple to know exactly, you know, what they want in marriage, to have a goal, to have a plan. And the mistake people make is they are so much in love that they agree to everything.
Thank you.
You know that you're a career woman, and you see this man coming telling you, I don't want you to work, I want you to stay at home and take care of our children and all that. And because you're in love, you agree.
Mm.
When you now get married, you find out that you can't deal with it, that you want to work, and it becomes a problem. Just like a story of a lady, okay, during courtship, the man said, oh, you're not supposed to, I don't want you to work. I'll take good care of you. I'll take the care of the household. And the lady said, because it sounds good, you know. She agreed. They got married, to find out that this man is, how will I say, a stingy, stingy. Ha,
Mm.
stingy man, stingy to the extent that this man will
Akagom.
eventually,
Go and do shopping. You will go and
will
buy do shopping.
Super glue.
he will buy sanitary pad for the woman and divide it.
That's
Use
you
three.
see the lady I was telling you about. That's what happened. Continue. Is that
Hmm.
stinginess?
Use three this month. Ah, don't extend it. Oh. And when the woman tells him, oh, my pad has finished. What? Are you eating them? Can you imagine? This man
Mm.
will give her 1,000 naira to make soup, to make stew, and all that. And this is a lady that was living very well on her own.
Mm.
Tell me whether that won't be a problem in that marriage. And
The
then
fact that
when they go out
mm.
with their friends, her friends will be making fun of her because of the way she looked.
Mm-hmm.
This man, she will make, this boo boo. The man will start screaming, why are you making boo boo? It's a waste of the material. You should have made 3 clothes out of that boo boo. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my
I'll be
God.
right there. So it became a problem. Even the guy's mother was so mad with him. The guy's mother was even giving the woman money. Say, please, I didn't marry you. We didn't marry you like this. See how you are. Yeah.
Mm.
I can have juice. Yeah. See how you are now. If your parents see you now, they'll think that, will bring out money from her own pocket and say, go and take care of yourself. And she will be bashing her son. At a point, the woman said, you know what? It's either this marriage, either I work or I'm out of this marriage. That was when the man decided, you know what, okay, you can work now. Some men are bad. Some men are stingy. Some men
Yeah,
don't
some
even
are
want
stingy.
you to
Yeah.
work because they want control over you.
Thank you.
That's just the bottom line. And guess what? There is this girl. I heard the story. I think it was on Instagram. This lady, very well educated, and this man wanted to marry her. Guess what? Guess what the man was telling his friends? Don't worry. This is her career. It will end as soon as we get married. I'll
Ah,
make sure once we get married, first month she's pregnant. Before she's recovering from that, after
I'll give
2 5
another
years time, she'll
pregnant.
get pregnant
Yeah.
again. And
That
another
was, you
pregnant
see,
again.
that was why I said what I said. I'm sorry, Uju. Like, sometimes you see this children thing, and it will tie you down as a woman. That's to the point that you have a whole lot of things to do, but you start considering, oh, because of this child, oh, because of these children. You see what the man is
Exactly.
saying?
And
Okay.
that's what he was telling his friends. Were like, "Are you serious? This woman is educated. She's from a very well-to-do home. You want to say, she will tie him down that she must have 4 kids, so back to back, back to back. What is career?" So you see the heart of some. There are some people, some men, if you agree to that, okay, because it's stressful having children and working. But women, I always advise, have a job, have something doing. Even if that job, if you have to leave the house one day, it is good for your sanity, because
Mhm.
you're going to mingle with other people, even if it's
Correct.
once a week that
That
you're
is what I
stepping out
said.
of the house. It is because if you stay in that house, you'll be drowned. That's why many people are depressed. They are on
Yes.
antidepressant. You need to mingle with others. That's how you learn. That's how you grow.
Exactly.
You
There's no
see?
life thing that I've done that way. I don't say you need to work. Ladies, you need to work. Oh.
You need to leave that
Honestly,
house for your
what
sanity.
what Uju Talk Show is saying now, like I think she's she's reasoning like us. Like I don't know if she was here when we started the other topic. Like
Oh no, I
these
wasn't.
are the things I was saying, that these kind of shows are shows that should go viral, but I don't know why they are not going viral, because these are the raw truth, undiluted truth that people needs to hear, not just the women, even the men as well. They need to hear. Some of them, I think it's not all of them that actually know what they are doing. I
Many
heard,
people don't know what marriage is about. They
yeah,
think that marriage is
Yes.
get married and you have children. They don't
I
have a
heard,
purpose. They don't have goals. They don't have plans. They don't know.
yeah, a man was telling someone that, we men, we don't have to tell our wives that we love them. If we tell them now,
Wow.
they start misbehaving. I'm not surprised.
Wow.
I'm not surprised, because
And
I
that's what
know
they were
a lot of
advising.
them are like that. Genuinely, they love the women or the woman, but they are not saying it. They are doing the opposite. To them, that's their mentality. That's mentality they have. That's their orientation. They feel by the time they start showing you love, that they are bound to you. They are worshiping you. Like you start acting up.
Misbehaving.
They will start being your slave or something. That's misinformation, misorientation. Like they are getting it all wrong. They are getting it all wrong. I said something before. As I am personally, I'm a very calm person, and I'm very hot at the same time. Very hot tempered. All I need is tell me the right thing. Just do the right thing. Treat me well, and I'm all yours. I can lick your foot. I can do anything. If only you can do the right thing.
Yeah. Let me just drop this illustration and I'll leave, okay? So that I'll give you guys time to just talk. You know that you children, you know, we parents were very overprotective of our kids, and you
Mhm.
see your child is growing because you have to be monitoring their developmental milestones, whether they are really, doing what they're supposed to do at certain age. And we protect them. We don't want them to go to preschool. We don't want them to interact with other kids, which I understand, because you don't want them, because kids spread germs. You don't want them to be getting, but we fail to realize that it's very good for them socially. Otherwise, when they go to a good preschool, they learn from other kids. They
Mm.
learn organizational skills. They'll learn social skills that will be very beneficial for them, to them, when they go to kindergarten. I remember when my daughter was little, I was about, no, I don't want her to get sick. And my friends were telling me, my coworkers, she needs to start intermingling with other kids. She needs to start mingling with them. That's how they grow. That's how they learn. I say, I don't want. Do you know, when she went to preschool and I saw the other children, because at certain age they need to be able to speak some, words.
Yeah,
Their vocabularies should be at
Yeah.
a certain level. And I saw these kids. I'm like, what? Because you fail to realize that your kids are just learning. Because normally, we Nigerian women, African parents, we don't talk to our kids like foreigners do, like Americans do. They talk to their kids as if they are adults.
As if they are mates, yeah.
Yeah. If you see the conversation, but we will think that, no, go sit down, And if they ask certain question, why are you asking that? You see, they are not exposed. My dear, when she started her preschool and I watched the other kids, I said, no,
You increased the days. I've done it before.
As if she was just like a little timid, The other kids, their mouth was just running. I'm like, really? No. So before you know it, she caught up with them like that. So that's how marriage is. When you know that all you know is your children, your home, your this, your that, you're limited to that. But I'm not saying carry work in the head. Just find out an outlet. If it means church group or where you'll be teaching, if it means working 1 day or 2 days a week, even it helps you mentally.
Mentally, yeah. It helps you reason different areas. It's not just
That's why I'm with you, Goris. That's why I'm here now. I'm learning from you all and I'm enjoying this. Trust me.
Yeah. It helps.
Thank you so much, Uju.
You're welcome. It helps you mentally.
Yeah.
Because I'm a health professional, so I know how many people are on antidepressants, and I know how many people I talk to that will let you know what? I was drowning. I almost lost my life. Because you need that outside interaction.
Some people are depressed. They don't even know they are depressed. Is that bad?
It is bad, but when it comes to depression, there are different levels of depression. You have mild, moderate, severe.
Yeah.
Some people will have mild depression without even knowing it because it's normal, Then when it gets to moderate, that's why it starts getting, okay, you need medical attention. When it gets to severe,
that one.
You need therapy.
Life-threatening. Yeah.
You can have is like, but people don't realize it. When you start losing yourself, because I believe that every human being created by God created you for a purpose. And it's for you to identify that purpose and follow it. But people lose themselves in marriage. And they are not happy.
Yeah.
Please, Uju, I'm so happy to hear that you are in the healthcare system. I want to ask this question because with the way you're talking, obviously I know maybe you're not in Nigeria, right?
No,
I want to know why this depression thing is so high outside Nigeria. And when I tell people sometimes that Nigeria, hey, there's a lot of what's it called? There's hunger for some people. There are a lot of frustration, no jobs, and all that. But still, you still find a way to be happy. Like anyhow, like you still see yourself being happy. You still see people living under the bridge. They are still smiling. And why is it that this other part of the world, why is it like that? You might be living in one big mansion and you're sad, as in.
It is loneliness, no interaction. Do you know where I catch my cruise? Nigeria community. If not, I would have died of loneliness.
Oh my goodness.
When you're in a foreign country, you are secluded. All you know is your husband and your family. You can live in a house. You won't even know your neighbor. You're not
Yes.
So that seclusion is what makes people depressed. And if you don't know how to handle it, that's why I advise women, leave that house. And let me tell you, and you know that Nigeria is a culture where, Saturday, you're thinking about this traditional wedding. Even if they invite you or don't invite you, you're going to dance and it's free.
with jollof rice and chicken.
When I did my youth service in Akure every Friday, Saturday, or one day. Other people will be same day and we'll call you. Don't they have cooking stuff? But that's Nigeria with you. For you.
Oh my God.
And you'll be balancing in your home. Somebody will knock. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, who there for house? Oh. But here, nobody, you will stay for years. Nobody will knock in at your house door. Do you understand? You there for house. So now what they do now in Nigeria, if they are eating, they'll go and hide their food. But then they'll bring out food. Oh yeah, everybody will merry and jolly.
Yeah.
You don't need appointments. So that person will come and you laugh and laugh from morning till night, too, and the person will go. The next day, the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But now, if you notice, when you go to areas where the rich are in Nigeria, they are living that kind of seclusion, like the foreigners, which is not good. Do you understand? Because of safety issue. Growing up, hey.
People sleep outside.
Auntie, hey, how are you guys doing? You guys will, in a day you may have 3 or 4 visitors. So that's what keeps Nigerians going. I tell you, I catch cruise. That's why you will not see me in any place that is sad, because my sanity is very important. I go and I laugh.
Please, where are you? Are you in Canada or US?
I'm in the same area. Okay, yeah.
I'm in the
US. Oh my God, US is more lively than Canada. That's what I heard. I have a friend that came
where
from.
you are in the US.
They say US is lively.
Yeah, if we are in a place where you have more Nigerians, is lively, because every time they go wedding, they go traditional. The day I visited my friend in Houston, I screamed. I said, this is just like Nigeria. And you know how you go to the salon and the ladies will be doing your hair and gossiping, just like Nigeria.
Wow.
But here where I am in Vegas, we don't have that strong Nigeria community yet. And maybe the area I am are more like, but I'm trying. So I joined my Nigeria community here on YouTube. I follow them on Instagram. That's like, because my husband, you tell my husband, honey, do you know what is happening in Nigeria? That one is out of touch. He doesn't even know. I'm the one.
That's the same thing with my husband. Even when I was telling him about the politics, he will be saying, and I said, should be you're saying Nigeria now.
That's where I belong. You see what Uju Talk Show is saying now? That's where I belong, because I'm sorry to say this. I think everyone that know me here, they look at me like, you complain about this country too much. When I talk about Nigeria, they will ask me, what is in that Nigeria that you so much love? I don't understand. What do you like? I'm like, you guys won't understand. There is life there. Like, if you just have small money like this, you're on top of the world in Nigeria.
Very true. Very true.
You're on top of the world. Here you have money, you don't even, no place to spend it.
Nothing.
No place to spend your money.
And then you go back to Nigeria, you see fashion. You guys, you are still in 1900 fashion.
Yeah, and Nigeria. So it's even like, Nigerians here, some people do party, but for me, I think I'm a wrong person. I don't know, my dear.
So one of my husband's distance cousin visited, and he's here in America too. Oh my God, I see the way we are talking about politics, because he followed the news. I say, Uncle, you too. My husband was lost. I say, Uncle Biko, let's gist. I say, yeah, on Instagram, I follow Nigerian news everywhere, because it keeps me happy. It makes me laugh. Yeah. Sometimes I go to, so it's just not losing yourself. That's answering your question about why people are depressed more is because of the seclusion. They don't have a social life.
Yeah.
And another thing I want to point out is, here they are not family oriented. Family oriented in the sense that if you see once kids are grown, they're out of the house, and it's just like father, mother. Do you understand? The parents.
Yeah, they work too much too. Another thing, I'm sorry.
If anything happens to any parent, the other parent is there. Do you understand? He's alone. Because I've come across some of the patients, oh, how are you going to take care of yourself after surgery? Oh, I live by myself. There's nobody. You don't have anybody. Nobody. Where are your kids? Oh, they're all far away. They're all in
Or you don't
different
even see
states.
them coming to greet them while
They
they're on the.
don't even see them. So
So
that's the social.
they discharge them for care home or something.
Exactly. That's just family, which we have. And another culture that are family oriented is Spanish. You know, the Hispanic, very family oriented. One person will be coming to the hospital, all the family cousins, so mama or grandpapa will follow them. That's their culture. They take care of their own. And in that community, you don't see stress, you don't see depression, because they are surrounded by family. Yeah, you see where I'm coming from?
Mm.
So that's the thing. So I know how many people are on antidepressants because of that. Think about it. Nobody around you. You stay in the house from morning till night. Doing what? Doing what? But when you talk to people like me, I go to work, I come back, I watch something that'll make me laugh. Ah, after laughing, my energy is high. When you go to work, you see those people that are down. Oh, what a day again. I wake up, I say, this is the day the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. I cannot be depressed. Makagini. Yeah. So that's life. You have to decide. You have to decide what you want in life, even in marriage. Don't allow your spouse to detect or to or to tell you or to map out your life. God has already mapped out your life. Your spouse cannot make you happy. I say it all the time. You have to make yourself happy, because it is a burden on depending on somebody to make you happy. Do you understand? You have to have the joy in you for you to be able to show it. If you have joy, you cannot show joy. If you don't have love, you cannot show love. You have to work on yourself. You have to find what makes you happy. That's why now I'm going to buy myself. If you don't tell me you love me, why? Makagini. No, you love yourself first.
Let me quickly greet mommy Ifechi.
Oh, okay.
Cynthia is not Sal, is mommy. She's in her
Yeah.
60s.
So you have to. You don't depend on somebody to make you happy. You have to be happy, because it's a burden. Just like me depending on my husband to make me happy. Oh, if you don't buy me this, I will not be happy. That is just selfish. You need to find what makes you happy. Then you can spread that joy and happiness towards your spouse. That's how it works.
It's
I
well
think
made.
I've talked too much. Let me go.
You did
Big
not talk
sis,
too much.
Ah,
Salichi.
we enjoyed your talking because even this your talking is it kills depression itself. You
Yeah,
understand?
this
Exactly.
So
is
like
true.
we're talking about Nigerian community, this is part of it. Despite it's online, you understand. These
Mm.
are ways we can encourage ourselves. These are ways we can educate ourselves. These, you understand, we are learning. We are learning. Like hearing this from you right now, like is kind of a relief, you get, because where I am here is a very, like people always say, it's very boring, here is walk, 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 walk. You have to walk your ass off. Like you go in the morning, come back, the next thing you fall on your bed, boom, you sleep. Before you know it is morning.
Mm.
And there was a point I asked someone, is the time we have here, is it the same with the time in Nigeria? Because to me, sometimes I feel the 1 year is too fast. I asked one funny question. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't understand. Before you know it is evening. Before you know it, it's morning, you know? So thank you so much for giving us these words of advice. Me personally, I don't know about others here. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, mommy
Oh,
Ifechi,
thank
for
you.
joining. God
Oh,
bless
thank
you.
you. Thank you, dear. But the thing,
Thank
you're
you.
right, with time, there are some areas that are faster. It's the same place, so it's the same that are faster, fast paced, because all you do is work. Everything is fast paced than others. I remember
Mm.
when we traveled to Oklahoma. I told my husband, it seems like the time is just dragging. Everybody is dragging. but that is their life. Laid back, calm. Nobody's in a hurry, like where I'm from. Or like, okay, think about it, like Lagos. You compare Lagos with the village. Do you understand? So it's fast paced. Some areas are so fast paced. You have to catch up. You have to go to work. You have to do this. You have to do that. While some areas are relaxed and more, back, laid back. That's why sometimes, even in this fast-paced city, sometimes I'll just go to those, laid back areas and just relax and have a retreat and build myself again before jumping into the fast-paced zone. Yes. So
Yeah.
she's right. There are areas that are more, laid back than others. Like if you go to the southern part of America, they are laid back. Hey, hi, hey, oh. But some areas like New York, they don't even have time to say hi to you. Who you be?
Do you know that?
Everybody's on the move. Everybody's on the move. Everybody's on the move. No eye contact. But this place, oh, you have somebody to, hi, how are you? Where are you from? And in your heart, you say, oh, do I have time for this? Okay. So that's how it is. All
I
right,
think it's
guys.
my
Thank you for
area.
having me.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. I
Bye.
really appreciate. Thank you. I
You're
think what you
welcome.
guys are talking about, I'm also guilty of it as well. I really don't go out as such. I think I grew up that way. I'm just, would I say, personal person. Once in a while I do go. It depends on people's occasion. If it's really very crucial, I'll tend to try to attend. I'm not gonna stay long. It's just not kind of me much of a party thing. So even the area I live is a bit is quiet. But my children, I think they notice it and they don't want to live my kind of life. The moment they start having that freedom, they are going out. So whenever they have an occasion with their friends or whatever, they'll just try to go, so that they can get out of the space of this just being in the house, walk, come back. Whenever we have a family party, they're happy, like we want to go out. So I understand what you're talking about. It helped mentally as well. Um let me just read some comments. I really appreciate you guys for joining the live stream. This is the longest I've done so far. Under 1 hour or 1 hour, I'm already done, but this one really got us. Mommy Febinche said, thanks, Os, and I appreciate your input. Oh, no, thank God, ma. Thank God. Sister Uju, thank you. True Life said you're an introvert. And yeah, Sister Uju said thank you. True, yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate your input. I didn't even expect it this much. We're not plenty as we will say it in Nigeria, but the discussion was really deep. We're able to give our own opinion. I wish we could have this kind of conversation from time to time, to help ourselves as well. And we know where to balance things up. No one is um, perfect. We're work in progress as well. So I appreciate you guys for joining the live stream. God bless you. Thank you, mommy. Ifem, I always don't know how to Ifechi, and thank you to life. She said, I think we should continue till tomorrow morning. Imagine, yeah, maybe next week. The next live you are going to do that will join them, we'll carry on from there. We'll just be using it to to join each other. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. God bless you. That's my another daughter from another mom. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for contributing. What else is written here before I go off so I don't? Okay. They are greeting you. Sis Mommy Fechi, they are greeting you. Sis Uju's greeting you. Was it my daughter that was asking me one day, why am I calling somebody sis? I'm calling the other body. You don't understand? Is well till then. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I will resume live stream hopefully next month. Yeah, I remember you said that. I would join by God's grace. Hopefully it's the day I'm off, but I will try if I'm at work, and if it's my break time, I'll join. But till I'll be looking out for till that time. We're almost at the end of May now. Today is the 20th, so we only have 11 days left. Before you know it is June. So yeah, we're looking forward to that, and I hope you've had enough break as well. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys. I'll let you guys go. Thank you. God bless you all. And Jimmy said, I heard yours is lively though. US is lively. She said she heard that US is lively. I think it also depends on the area. Like what True Life was saying, that the area she is in is not as such. Some says Texas is quite lively. I think here in the UK too, the London-based area is quite lively. Where I live is well in Hertfordshire. I think it depends on the area, and if you're the type that actually like to go out as well. So I'll blame that on my own side. That if I have people that live in main London that I don't really go to, maybe their parties are, but they're enjoying them. So it also depends on if you are the type too. True Life said, talk Uju talk show. I need to know when you are going live. I would love to join. I'll send it to you as well. And you can subscribe to our channel as well. It's the same name on the handle that you're saying. And mommy Ifeji as well. She also has a channel. Please connect with her as well. And Jumi, I'm sure Jumi, you're connected to Jumi. She does cooking on her channel most times. That's what I see, cooking. And the last one I watched was quite nice as well. Please connect with her as well. And mommy, if you just say, oh, say bye, okay, bye everyone. Yesterday, that's true. Who else again? I love to listen to people that have experience. That's good. So you can join our channel, please. When she comes live, when she send her live the or live stream thing, I can send it to you. If I would definitely remember as well. Thank you. I've connected to, okay, she said she's connected to you. She said Mommy Femichi has live stream tomorrow, and please replay if you can. Very important one yesterday. Yes, I didn't finish it up because I was at work, but I was able to attend to some of them, then join later at the end as well. So you can go and watch it as well. It's quite interesting. Okay, thank you, everyone. God bless you. I appreciate you all. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Thank you. And I will see you in my next live stream. I don't know when. It could be next week or upper week. But thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Wow, 2 hours. Jesus Christ. I didn't even expect this.